With the rise of artificial intelligence all across the country, lawmakers are working on ways to regulate it. So nearly 40 attorneys general, including here in North Carolina, are urging Congress to reject a ban on states' ability to enact AI laws. So in a letter sent to congressional leaders yesterday, officials warned that stripping away state authority would leave children more vulnerable and make it easier for scammers to hurt people. So their concerns right now come as House GOP leaders now push to add a state AI law ban into next year's military funding bill. Let's talk about all of this now with Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes. So if Congress blocks states now from passing AI laws, do states have any constitutional grounds to challenge this restriction?
It would be hard. I can start with that. I mean, that's why they're sending this letter to say, look, you are attempting to stop us and cut our feet off before we're able to walk. And I'll say a number of things. First, that any law that we have is reactive. Most of the time, we're not forward looking and saying, hey, this is something I think or anticipate will come up, so let's create a law to stop it from happening. Most of the time, something happens, the ball's rolling down the hill, let's create a law that stops balls from rolling down the hill. That's the best clear example I can give you. AI is the same way. The problem with that is that the people that are drafting and writing these laws don't have much impact or understanding of how AI works. So on the one hand, you have the president and other folks pushing AI to be used, pushing AI to be, implemented, but then also making statements like, but it's being encumbered by bureaucratic red tape. So what does that look like? It looks like Congress attempting to stop states from making and creating what they are calling red tape. But on the other hand, states are saying, well, Congress, as Jeff Jackson said, Congress can't fail to create real safeguards, then block the states from stepping up. And so he's saying, yes, we need common sense regulations around what you can do on AI. And if you guys are not going to do it on the congressional level, in our local states, the people that are in individual states need to be able to do it. This is a double-sided answer from the Trump administration and from the Republican side, because normally you would say this is a states' rights issue for everything else, for abortion, for any type of cause that Democrats have talked about. As always, the federal government shouldn't touch it, the states should. This is reverse. Now the states are saying, we want to deal with this, and the federal government is saying, you shouldn't. I
had to tell you, Khalif, I'm a little confused as to how this becomes bipartisan when you talk about artificial intelligence, you know?
It's bipartisan just in the sheer numbers. Most of the things where you have the state attorneys general submitting these claims or submitting these requests or submitting lawsuits, it's 12 of them, 15 of them, and it'll be red states, or it'll be 15 or 12 of them, and it'll be blue states. It's rare that you're seeing 36 all come together from red, from blue, all saying this same issue is something that we want to continue to be able to control in our own state. And so, yeah, it's clearly bipartisan, and these letters they're sending to are to both sides, Democrats and Republicans. Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, Mike Johnson, these are folks that are receiving these letters, and they're asking them to respond. So this isn't just, them sending it to the president, they're sending them to all parties, asking that, look, we want to be able to have control for the things that are impacting our states. And the last thing I'll say is artificial intelligence, if you can't create laws that limit or impact how it's implemented, think about something like the revenge porn types of things that you see. Well, if you're creating and generating a person's body, you want to have a law to be able to connect and protect that. And North Carolina was one of the first states to do something like that. If Congress goes forward with what they want to do, you wouldn't be able to put laws like that on the books.
I got to ask you this. So when AI is used for scams or deepfakes, you're just talking about targeting the minors right now. Who carries that legal responsibility? The creator, the platform, or the AI company?
The shortest answer is all of the above. In law school, they tell you to sue everybody. And so if I have a claim and I'm trying to figure out who's at fault, and I have a causal connection to point to you as the developer and you as the manufacturer and you as the implementer and you as the social media company, I'm bringing you all in and allow the judge to separate you. Now, I just can't be randomly picking folks, but if you have a connection and I can point the facts, oh yeah, I'm bringing everybody in there.
Khalif Rhodes, appreciate your insight. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Same to you.
Yeah, all right.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.